A different spider in the polytunnel again. This one's a darker one, and I've just put a mealworm in her web. It's ever such a weird angle to be filming at, but it's a black background. There's a tape measure that I couldn't get it to go back into the tape measure box thing, and so it's open. Anyway, she's made her web around it, sort of thing. So I've just put this mealworm in. We'll see if it attracts her attention, and if it does, we might be able to film it. We might be able to film it and be able to zoom in because it's on a black background. So that'd be nice, but I don't know whether she's going to go for it or not, so we'll have to just wait and see. Okay, it's got her attention, and here she comes. So there we go. She's webbing it, and like I said, it's black at background. Well, apart from that's tape measure. If she was closer to it, we could measure how big she is and how big the mealworm is. I'd say the mealworm's about a couple of centimetres long, and the spider's probably a centimetre in diameter. That's a centimetre and a half, and she's really going for it. Look, they're very quick at wrapping the mealworms, or the superworms. It's a mealworm rather than a superworm. I think she just bit it then as well, because it flinched, the mealworm did. And she's wrapped it. She's wrapping it again still. Much better to have a nice black background to be able to film her with. And see how much of that web is coming out of her abdomen between those spinnerets, and then she's using her back legs to wrap it round and the front ones to direct it as well. Fabulous job she's doing there. Still wrapping. We should go for the bite again. Yep, there we go, she's biting it. She's wrapping it again. Go out a little bit just to so we can see the whole thing going on. Still wrapping it. Oh, I'm still moving around because his little front leg's moving now. So much silk around in that. I think she's just moving away to try and tie it off sort of a bit further up. There's actually quite a big hole in the web. You can see the web nicely on this, although it's a strange angle to film at. You can see the kind of hole that she's made in the web. And she's back on it again, still wrapping it again. Loads of web around. If she's underneath, I can't see if she's really biting it or not, but just see it, and it's clear that she's webbing it well. I think she's actually is biting it. I'll try to have a look then. See, like she's throwing that web around the head of it. Just going mad with this, with the silk coming out. Amazing. It's just trying to get in close and see if she's biting it. Can't really tell. I think she might be. Mealworm's definitely slowing down. So I think that she's probably bitten it and it's envenomating it. Which will paralyse the body. Quite often they bite into them and it's just the nerves that are still going, which moves those little front legs on the mealworms and the superworms. I'll zoom back out and show you that, so we can see her web. So if we go at a different angle. There you go. You can see how big it is and why they're the most common orb-web spiders, the English garden spider, and why they're the most common orb-web spider. And the reason they're called an orb-web spider is because of the shape of the web. And the shape of the web is like a giant wagon wheel. It's kind of round. And it's fabulous. I think they do an amazing job. If you've got them in your garden, if you're lucky enough to have them in your garden, when there's frost or dew on the web, you can see them ever so well, and they look like little jewels hanging down. Absolutely amazing. They're just biting into it again, 'cause it's wiggling a bit. Still throwing more web around it, still biting it. So the one that I fed in the polytunnel yesterday, it's actually still feeding on it, but it's eaten an awful lot of it. It's sucked it dry almost. She's still wrapping it. Amazing. Back in to bite it. Doing it again. Just holding on with her fangs. Just totally envenomating it. Again, bitting it again. And again a little bit, little nips. And again. So they bite them in different places all the way down the body and envenomate, and then the venom works and it starts decomposing the body, and it liquefies the body, and then they come along and they suck it all back up. So she's nearly there, but what I'm going to do is leave her to it, because she will move away, let the venom take effect. She's starting to move away now. I think she's going to try and tie it off. She's actually quite close to the middle of her web. She'll tie it off, let the venom work, let it liquidise the body, and then she'll come back later and she'll feed on it. And much the same as the other one that I fed yesterday. Once the venom has done its job and liquidised the body, she'll feed on it tonight. So tonight she has a mealworm for dinner. So I hope you enjoy that. Young Miss English garden spider, or orb-web spider. You can see she just glued a bit of web to the rest of the web just to secure it. She'll go back in. She'll put some more web around it, I suppose, or she'll feed on it. Oh, she's cleaning the feet now. So there we go. Hope everyone's well. Hope you're enjoying the spider videos. If you are, please like and subscribe on YouTube, Ian's Field of Greens 2021, and on TikTok, Greenfield024. And please follow on TikTok and subscribe to YouTube. All the views help, and if you can comment, if you like what I'm doing, comment on them. That's great. Any comments are good. And yeah, take care, and I shall speak to you all soon. Cheers.